Yakima Bait came out with a new patented SpinFish last year in the salmon sizes. We tested it in BC, just had phenomenal results. This year, for 2021, they came back, got a 2.0 and a 2.5 version for the smaller game fish that we chase. Now, what is unique about the SpinFish lures is they have this patented bait chamber. So it comes apart in the middle, and you put whatever kind of bait you want inside of here. And it has bait dispersion chambers. So you'll see the holes in the top and a hole right in the front right there. And that lets that bait come out the back. And last year we were using it in place of like a herring rig. And the way that these are rigged, it has a hole in the front where the leader goes through and a hole in the back. So you can position the lip of this thing to where it'll go in a counterclockwise or a clockwise spin, much like a herring rig. But what we're gonna do is we're going to put chicken of the sea tuna in these here. You can get creative, look at your own game regulations, put bait fish in them, worms, sardines, whatever you want. But chicken of the sea tuna works just about as good as anything for us that we're figuring out now. So what I do is I take a little piece of cotton ball, I cut up a little piece of cotton, I put the cotton in there with the chicken of the sea tuna because that kind of helps hold the scent dispersion a little bit longer. It soaks up that scent. And as this thing spins in the water, it lets the trail out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out, and I'm gonna walk you through some of the ways we're fishing. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna run one on a flat line with a weight, and I'm gonna run one on a downrigger with a fast limit kokanee dodger in front of it. The 2.5 is gonna be by itself, and the 2.0 is gonna be with the dodger. We're gonna try it out, see how it goes. So these SpinFish are gonna come pre-rigged with snelled hooks and a bead on the back. One of the things that's really important with these lures is that they've got two entrance points for your leaders. So you can get that bait to spin clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on what the fish might be keyed into or what you think might be happening that day. And you can see the way this leader comes through the bait. It comes through the lip, comes out the back. One of the things we're seeing with the kokanee fishing part of the SpinFish, guys are really getting creative with the scents and the stuff that they put in there. As kokanee fishermen, you know, you love garlic, you love krill, you love the things that, you know, the kokanee like. So with the SpinFish, you're actually able to add all those things inside that bait chamber. So you can put the chicken of the sea, but you can also add your ProCure gel, your rooster tail spray, any of that stuff that you like to add to it. Kokanee fishermen are getting some value out of that. I want to talk about speed real quick with the SpinFish. As soon as we sped up, there we go. I want to talk about speed real quick. The nice thing about the SpinFish is you can run these things fairly slow, and they've got a nice wobble running them slow. And we've had good success doing that, but for whatever reason, these fish are really liking this thing at about 2.5 miles an hour, 2.5, 3. They're kind of all over it. We caught a fish yesterday at almost 4 miles an hour, just getting to a spot. So they're very versatile. The action on the SpinFish is really unique and it's very important. Instead of a plug wobble that we're used to and that we fish a lot, we've got a crippled herring kind of spin, and it's a natural wounded look for bait fish, and it's a natural look for the predator fish to see those things kind of wobbling and flopping. We're giving them a different presentation with the type of action that we got going on. Just like that. So the action of these lures is a spin rather than a wobble. There's a fish. And it really seems to be making a difference. These fish love to see that spin. It's a natural look for them. That's a nice trout. When you get done fishing the SpinFish, the easiest way that I've found to get the bait out of the middle, because you always want to clean these up when you get done with the day. Little piece of wire, we're using a bottom bouncer here. Dig right in there. Pull all that bait right out of there. Pop it right out. Good to go. You don't want to leave that in there overnight. It'd be a bad deal. There you go. The new SpinFish by Yakima Bait.